Hey guys, my name is Jamie and I'm a first year emergency medicine resident. Thank you guys for tuning into another video today. And today's video is going to be all about what I learned about wellness in residency, or the tips that I employed to stay positive and be as happy as I can be during my first year of residency. I just want to be upfront with you guys. Residency is hard, especially intern year, because every day you walk into work unsure of how your day is going to go, whether you're going to know how to treat that sick patient or whether your seemingly healthy patient is going to crash right in front of you and it'll somehow feel like it's all your fault. On top of that, the schedule is crazy and it can be really hard to find yourself or find life outside of work at times. So my tip number one is ask yourself. Ask yourself, what will make me the happiest? This mostly applies to the little free time that I have. Often after coming home from work, all I want to do is nothing. Even if I have time to do something else, I feel like I just give in to eating delivery food and watching TV until it's time to go to bed. And this is especially true if I work a bunch of night shifts. I usually wake up early enough in the day that I have maybe 4 to 5 hours before having to go to work. But a lot of times I would spend those precious hours just thinking about how much I don't want to go to work, and I fall into the same pattern of sitting and scrolling through my phone or watching TV that doesn't even make me happy. Now, the answer to the question, what will make me the happiest, may not be exactly what you want to do at the moment. Often the answer to this question for me is going out for a run or working out. Sometimes it's cleaning my apartment or making some really yummy food at home. Sometimes the answer really is ordering some delivery food and watching some TV show that I'm really excited about. The point here is to be deliberate with your decision and your time. Your free time is really limited, and taking the time to ask yourself how you can make your life a little better and having just a little bit of discipline to follow through with it really pays off in the end. Tip number 2 is plan vacations and free time. We all know about decision fatigue, and sometimes after working so many days, when we finally have that one free day, it feels like there's just so much to do and we become overwhelmed with making the decision of what to do. So the cure for that is planning ahead, whether it's going to the movies or dinner out with your friends, or finally checking out that store that you've been meaning to go to. Whatever it may be, if you plan ahead, you'll look forward to that off day so much more instead of just stumbling into it. I think this is especially true when it comes to vacation times. Most residents in the US get the equivalent of 4 weeks off in 1 year. Sometimes that's 4 one-week vacations. For me, it was 2 two-week vacations. And you guys all know that I recently went to Utah and Arizona for my second vacation. It took a lot of work to plan, especially with 6 people, but once we had the flights and Airbnb booked and the itinerary all sorted out, I found myself really counting down and being really excited for my vacation. And as soon as my vacation was over, I found myself wanting to plan my next vacation. It just made all the hard work so worth it, and it made me really happy that there's something that I can work towards and that there's going to be a real reward at the end of the tunnel. So plan your off days and plan your vacations to have something real and tangible to look forward to. Tip number 3 is bring a little happiness to work. There's a lot of things we can do during our off days to make ourselves happy, but the truth is I spend most of my days at work. So how can I spark joy at work? Well, I think sometimes it's the little things. I like to bring my favorite tea to work in my favorite thermos. It's something I can sip on all throughout my shift, and it's something small but something deliberate that I did for myself that makes me smile. Same thing with favorite socks or favorite hand lotion you can use. A bonus tip is bringing a favorite snack that you can share with another person. There's double the joy in sharing and giving. This way you can brighten your day and someone else's too. Tip number 4 is invest in relationships outside of work. I think in residency and in med school also, it can be really easy to get trapped in the medicine bubble and lose perspective. Everyone we see is in medicine, everyone we interact with has sick patients and deals with life and death on a regular basis. We live and breathe the all-consuming life that is residency. Of course, we value friendship that we form in residency and the ability to talk about things that only they understand. But there's a whole world out there outside of the hospital and the medical field. There are people who have really interesting jobs that have nothing to do with healthcare, and they have their own set of hobbies and things that they like to do outside of their work. I think something that really helped me get my life perspective was staying in touch with friends outside of medicine and talking about their world and their interests and even their struggles and things that stress them out. I think it made my life outside of work a much richer experience and helped me become a more compassionate person in and out of the hospital. The last tip is physically move. This is kind of going back to tip number 1 and really doing things that make me happier. And guess what? If I sit all day and do nothing on the couch day after day, it's really depressing. no matter how interesting the TV show is and no matter how good the takeout food is. I always find that if I do nothing all day, but if I have one good workout, I feel like I accomplished something that day. And I think that sense of accomplishment can be sometimes hard to come by as a new resident. You're constantly learning on the job and you need more help from others than you're helping them. And I think exercise can be a really good way to show yourself some love and feel really proud of your day. You are, in one way or another, becoming a better version of yourself. And if it doesn't feel like that self-improvement happened at work, then you can make it happen at the gym or at the park while you're running or biking or climbing or whatever it may be. So that's all the tips I have for staying happy and keeping my wellness a priority during my first year of residency. If you have any other tips, please share them down below in the comment box. Please check out other videos over this way. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so by going to TheStriveToFit for some merchandise. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!